4. Welcome to W&L Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Jeremy Franklin. This week we'll speak with men's basketball coach Adam Hutchinson, women's soccer goalie Emily Leary, and women's swimming captain Lynn Bazzel. But first, here's a look back at last weekend in Generals athletics. Washington and Lee won the 2009 Old Dominion Athletic Conference women's soccer title on penalty kicks at Virginia Wesleyan. The Generals and the Marlins played to a 0-0 draw, as our guest today, Emily Leary, made 8 saves in regulation in extra time. Leary then stopped 2 attempts in the shootout, and first-year Ainsley Daigle made the winning PK as W&L won its first conference crown since 2003. The women's volleyball team saw its run of 8 straight conference titles come to an end as the second-seeded Generals were upset by 7th-seed Roanoke 3-2 in an ODAC tournament quarterfinal at Hollins on Friday. Senior Rachel Phillips and junior Mara Schmitz each had 20 kills, with senior setter Christy Stevens racking up 59 assists in the 5-setter. W&L ends the year at 19-14. Football dropped its season finale 23-16 at Emory and Henry. Washington and Lee finishes 3-7 overall and 2-4 in the ODAC in 2009. In women's swimming, the Generals opened up ODAC play with a 150-112 road win over Randolph-Macon. Another of our guests this week, Lynn Bazzel, won the 100 and 200-meter breaststroke events. The men's swimming team competed against 3 Bluegrass Mountain opponents, beating Rollins 238-77 and Catawba 248-65, but falling 220-95 to Wingate in Charlotte. With me now is men's basketball coach Adam Hutchinson. Adam, welcome back to W&L Sports Weekly.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
How can last year's remarkable run to the ODAC championship game help your team on the court this season?
I think it all depends on how we look at it. I think if we look at it as something that happened, several guys got hot at the same time and magic ensued, then it's not going to help very much at all. But I think if we look at it as something we did, then it gives us something to build on. A lot of the reason guys got hot at that time was the culmination of days and months and years of hard work at certain things, and things kind of fell into place. So hopefully we take the latter view. We view it as something that we were responsible for doing, and we'll take responsibility for doing again in the future.
You've got just 6 players coming back from the 2008-2009 roster. What kind of expectations do you have for those guys, especially Ben Getch and Zach White, your senior captains?
Primarily, one, they have to show up and work hard every day and play, because they're going to be out on the court doing a lot of things. In the past, you could say McHugh was going to score, or Kirk, or something like that. And now some of that burden is going to be shifted to them. And also, when it comes to getting stops and getting rebounds and things like that, they have to be out there performing. The second part is a little harder to quantify. It's not strictly number related, but they have to help pass down the lessons we've learned over the last 3-4 years to this next generation of guys coming in. They have to be that kind of continuum.
What is it like having 10 first years on your roster?
It requires patience. Guys are working hard, but I was telling my wife the other night that I sometimes find myself losing patience because I'm saying something for the millionth time, but it's only the 100th time that guy's heard it, and so I have to be mindful that, okay, yeah, I've said this before, but he hasn't heard it before. So we just got to work through the process and get better day by day.
What kind of expectations do you have for the Generals in 2009-2010?
Primarily to, one, be better today than we were yesterday. And 2, we want to build on the things that have been left to us. I remember several years ago when the feeling was, oh, you can't win, things like that. And now, guys feel like you can't win. That's a nice feeling to have. But build on understanding what it takes to win. The hard work, the accountability to each other, the self-sacrifice, things like that. So those are the 2 things I expect. Get better every day, build on the traditions that have been left here.
Adam, thanks for joining us. Good luck as you open up the year this weekend.
Thank you, Jeremy.
With me now is Emily Leary, sophomore soccer goalie from Cincinnati. Emily, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How does it feel to be part of an ODAC championship team, especially knowing how big a role you played in the title game?
I mean, it's a really phenomenal feeling. Right after the game, our coach kind of brought us together and told us, these things don't come around all the time, and I think we all really just tried to just take it in and just enjoy the moment. It's so exciting to see a season's worth of hard work and hoping for such an honor, and just to see that come to fruition on Saturday was just really exciting. And I think just like anyone, I was just playing my role on the team, and I was just glad that I was able to do that as well as I was.
You made 8 saves in regulation and extra time, and then 2 more. The last 2 penalty kicks you stopped. Did the saves that you made early in the match give you confidence for the shootout, or are you just reacting at that point to each PK?
I think it's obviously good to have a good 110 minutes under your belt coming into the penalty kicks, and I had a lot of confidence in the 5 kickers that we had, and so it definitely helped. And I think any goalkeeper would tell you that penalty kick shootout in the championship game is kind of what you live and die for. And so when it comes down to it, we'd practiced a lot, but it was just some good guessing and a good round, I guess.
This week you were named Conference Player of the Year. What does that award mean to you?
It is such an honor. I never in my wildest dreams imagined I would be considered for such an award. I think it more than anything speaks volumes to our awesome coaching staff and the great senior leadership we've had from Maggie Sullivan and Roz Klon. I stepped into a much larger role this year than I had last year, and I think their guidance and support of me has greatly enhanced my ability to perform well on the field. And also, I think more than anything, getting, whether it's an individual award or a team award, like a championship, I think it just really whets your appetite for success. And going into this postseason, I think both individually as myself and as a team, we're just really looking for to have more success building on the championship and awards we received.
What will the Generals need to do to keep things going in the NCAA tournament starting this weekend? I
think we really need to play our game. Anyone who watches us can tell that we have a very systematic way of playing soccer, and I think our defense has definitely shown itself to be a solid mechanism in the back end. As long as the offense continues to capitalize on scoring opportunities like they have been all year, I don't foresee us leaving the tournament any prematurely. I think as long as we just stick to our game plan and try to perform our individual roles as well as possible, I think we'll have a very successful postseason. So,
Emily, thank you for joining us. Good luck against Christopher Newport Saturday.
Thanks so much.
Joined now by Lynn Bazzel, senior swimming captain from Atlanta. Lynn, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you?
A 150-112 ODAC victory over Randolph-Macon on Saturday. How satisfying is it to go on the road and beat one of your chief conference rivals like that?
That was a really, really exciting weekend. We knew going into it they had a lot of tough competition, but we competed with them. We stayed tough throughout the whole meet. The team really got together and we support each other. That was a really exciting weekend for us, and we're excited, to go into the rest of our season and to look into conference in February. So,
how much has the swimming program changed since you were a freshman here?
It's changed a lot. We got Coach Gardner our sophomore year, and she's really, helped us grow as a team and increase the level of competition in the pool. Within our team at meets, we have 14 or 13 freshmen this year. And so we're just becoming a lot stronger of a team. And, last year at the end of the year, we broke 10 of our records. So our program as a whole has just really increased its level of competition.
She's really boosted the strength of schedule as well. How do those tough meets benefit the team?
We're just always working hard. We never have a weekend off. It just kind of keeps us prepared for everything that comes. We can't really use the excuse of being tired or whatever to, make anything easier for us. We just always have to be prepared and ready to swim.
What can the Generals accomplish the rest of the way this year?
We still have a lot left of our season. We're really excited about it. We've got Carnegie Mellon coming up, and that was a really close meet last year. We're really excited to see what we can do. We're swimming against UVA or at UVA Invitational in a couple weeks, with some D1 and D2 teams. So just a lot of competition, a lot of great chances to race, and we're excited about conference championships in February, and we're really hoping to send a team to nationals this year, some relays and some individual events. So.
Well, Lynn, thank you for joining us. Good luck against Sweetbriar this weekend.
Thank you.
The women's soccer team will host the first 2 rounds of the NCAA Division III Championship at Watfield this weekend. The Generals take on Christopher Newport at 11 a.m. Saturday, followed by a match between Lynchburg and Catholic at 1:30. The 2 winners will square off at 1 p.m. Sunday. On Friday evening, women's swimming host Odak-Fos Sweetbriar. The men's and women's cross-country teams travel to Greensboro on Saturday for the NCAA South-Southeast Regional hosted by Guilford College. Also Saturday, wrestling heads up to Pennsylvania for the Ursinus Invitational. On Sunday, the men's basketball team opens up its season at home against Greensboro. The women will kick off their campaign Tuesday evening when Mary Washington visits the Warner Center. Be sure to check out GeneralSports.com for the latest on Washington Lee athletics, including the announcement of all conference performers from the fall season. For W&L Sports Weekly, I'm Jeremy Franklin. Thanks for watching.